I'm suffering now more than you can imagine because you're pushing me away. At a time when I know you really need me. Whatever was in that envelope, whatever you're trying to protect me from, can never hurt me as much as being totally shut out. Totally unable to share it with you.
Chris. This won't help, but there's the envelope. Go ahead and open it.
Your wife and son.
Boring. Boring.
Derek, darling, are you downstairs? Oh, you are down here after all.
Oh, I'm sorry, Catherine. Did you say something?
I'm disturbing you. Forgive me. You seem very engrossed.
Oh, it's just something I found lying around. Say, I've got an idea. Why don't I have the horses saddled? You and I take a ride this afternoon. Like that?
Oh, yes, I would love that.
All right.
Derek, where did you find this?
Oh, I happened to notice it in the desk drawer.
I'm surprised. I mean, to see you reading it.
Oh? Why would that surprise you?
Well, it's just that annual reports aren't known to be all that stimulating or interesting.
Yes, but this isn't just any annual report. This happens to be your company.
Yeah, but still, I'm sure most of our stockholders find it just a little bit boring.
Well, frankly, Catherine, I happen to find that fascinating.
You're serious, darling.
Of course I'm serious. Why wouldn't I be?
Derek, you know, the past few days I've been thinking about the recent conversations and all those years that you spent working with women as a stylist. It's been your life, really, hasn't it?
Yes, it has.
Working with them, being with them, and heaven knows you certainly appreciate them. And certainly your work excels.
Well, Catherine, I try to be good at whatever I do.
Oh, darling, you are. But now this interest in really what is essentially a world of men.
Well, let's not talk about it anymore.
But Derek, I'd like to.
Well, darling, even though the thought of my possibly having an active role in your business was your idea.
Yes. Yes, it was.
But obviously you're having second thoughts, Catherine. There must be some doubts. Certainly I can understand that. If I were in your place, I'm sure I would have some doubts. But let's forget it. I'll see that the horses are saddled. And...
Derek, no. Now, you really don't want to ride, do you? I can see it. Because you would be doing this for me. Oh, darling, you're a man, and you'd rather be doing something much more exciting. Now, you no longer find the Golden Comb a challenge, do you?
If I'm to be honest, Catherine, no, I don't. And I haven't since the moment you made mention of my being groomed to take over the business. Although you are having misgivings now, and I certainly do not want to appear to be an opportunist.
Oh, Derek, I would never think that.
No, Catherine, I can't take any part in it as long as I think there's one question in your mind.
I never said that, Derek. I only wanted to be certain that that is what you want.
Well, maybe that's it, Catherine. I'm not sure.
Well, then the only way to know is to simply learn more about the business.
That is true.
Yes. And I know the man who can help you. George Packard.
Isn't he the man you mentioned who heads the management team for the company?
Yes, since Philip's death, he's run the company. In fact, I'm going to call him right now and ask him over.
Well, I don't know, Catherine. I'm really not sure.
But then this is the opportunity to find out if you can be sure. Oh, Derek. You are going to make such a handsome executive. Now, you just run along, shirt, tie, and indeed, a vest. Oh, you are going to make such a grand impression on Mr. Packard.
Well, I'm going to try, Catherine. I'm certainly going to try.
Debbie, my sister's vital signs. What are they?
Pressure 100/70, pulse 110.
Anything else, Dr. Reed?
Yes, the policeman making his report downstairs said he'd be up. Would you check with him? I'd like to see him before he leaves.
All right, Doctor. I'll check him right away.
Nikki?
Greg,
Honey?
I'm so glad you're here.
Oh, my God, no.
I wanted to...
Nikki, can you hear me? Honey, Nikki.
Greg, Nikki's unconscious. She has been since we brought her.
What's wrong with her? What's wrong with my wife?
We don't know, Greg. We're not sure. We've done tests and x-rays.
Well, if you don't know, let's get somebody in here, guys.
Greg! Listen to me. We have done everything that can be done. We're just gonna have to wait. Listen to me. Listen to me. If Nikki doesn't regain consciousness, we're gonna have to do more tests. But Greg, God willing, she will come out of this. She's my sister, too.
I'm sorry. God.
I know.
Casey, come on. Her injuries, what about it?
From the little I can gather, the accident was bad, but her wound seems superficial. At least those we know about. Right now, the only thing that we don't know about is the possible internal damage. So far, nothing's shown up. But why doesn't she come out of this? Like I said, Greg, all we can do now is wait.
Casey, look, you are hopeful, aren't you?
Yeah. I'm hopeful.
Dr. Reed?
Officer, thank you for coming up. This is my brother-in-law, Greg Foster, your sister's husband. We'd like to know more about the accident.
Tell you this much, the lady is lucky to be alive. Her car was totaled.
Just tell us what happened.
Your wife must have lost control, went off the road, and turned over.
This happened here in town?
No, out on County Highway H near Freeport.
What was she doing out there?
I don't know. She said she wanted to use the car. She didn't mention why or where she was going.
Wherever she'd been, she was on her way back to town.
I don't get it. I don't know where she'd been.
I thought maybe she had been away on a trip.
Oh, because she was headed back toward town.
That in the suitcase.
Suitcase? What?
That's right. Things are pretty well scattered. Most of her clothes you can forget about. But I did recover her purse. I'd just as soon return it now if it's okay, because of all the cash.
What cash?
Your wife was carrying over $200, Mr. Foster. If you'll just sign for the purse.
I'll sign, officer. Thank you for coming.
Thank you. Hope she makes it all right.
Casey, what do you think? What's going on?
You want a drink? If you have brandy. But of course you do.
Yeah, I should have recognized you.
It's been some years.
You haven't changed.
You, Lucas, you've changed a great deal.
Beard's gone.
No, it's more than that. You've come into your own. Like the prodigal son returned home to claim his inheritance.
Prodigal brother's more like it.
Yes. You've changed from those days in Santo Leandro.
Well, here's to the old days.
This explains so much to me. You tried to tell me a thousand times that you weren't free. But I wouldn't understand.
What are you getting at?
There is a resemblance. I guess that's what I have to thank for your kindness to me. That somehow I remind you of your wife.
You brought...
Yes, you do. You do remind me of her, but it's more in your nature, the way you are.
Where are they now?
Oh, I thought you realized. They're dead. Maria and Roberto both.
Oh, Jonas.
They were killed.
An accident?
I'm still alive and they're not. It's not the way it was planned.
Oh. Where did all this happen?
In South America. One of the more corrupt countries down there. A town called Santo Leandro. It's a pretty town.
You liked it there?
Yeah, it was like no place I'd ever seen. I'd been wandering around the world, picking up a few bucks here and there. Restless, footloose. I'd seen a lot of blood spilled, and I was sick of it. Then I came to Santo Leandro, and it was like I'd found a town that time and the world had simply forgot.
And you just stayed?
Sure. Why not? I had some money, so I bought a little cafe, a cantina. And I figured I'd live there forever. But things don't always work out the way you plan them.
And that's where you met Maria. Can you talk about her?
Well, she was unlike any other woman I'd ever known. Warm and beautiful. Everything she did was for me and the boy. She was quiet, she didn't talk much, but she let you know in 100 ways how much she cared.
You were happy then?
Yeah, I was like a man who'd come home after wandering around the world.
He looks like you. Your boy.
Yeah. Roberto was the kind of son that every man would like to have.
Proud father.
Yeah, well, I paid for my pride. They're both gone, and it was my fault.
But how? What happened?
Oh, no, there's no point in going into that now. What's done is done. We had a few years of real happiness together, Maria and I, and the boy. And then like a fool, I threw it all away. No, really, it was worse than that. I put the two people that I cared most about in danger. I'm as guilty of their deaths as if I'd set that fire myself.
They were... Oh, Joe.
All because I listened to Sebastian. My friend, Sebastian. Together, we were supposed to be helping people. Well, I sure paid for my stupid idealism with the lives of Maria and Roberto. Well, that price was too high. I'll never be trapped into helping anybody again.
And that's why you hate Sebastian so much.
Oh, he paid a price, too. But like a fool, he goes on. He won't give up. But me, I'm through. I'm through.
You've read the papers. You know what's going on in Santo Leandro these days. But then your company has a small base there.
Well, Prentice Industries has stayed clear of it. Little money in the right hands, we keep operating.
You mean you've closed your eyes to the facts? But then, business is business. Men starve, men die. But as long as it's business as usual, it's not your problem.
Look, you stick your nose in politics, somebody else's politics, you're asking for trouble.
You're perfectly right. And of course, human life is cheap in an overpopulated world. A few innocent women and children, expendable, as long as your business makes a profit.
You know, that's a hell of a cynical attitude.
Then you haven't changed that much, have you? You still realize that there are risks a man must take if he calls himself a man.
All right, Sebastian. Out with it. I know you didn't come here to renew an old acquaintance. What are you after?
A favor. Something that will help me and not involve you directly.
Oh, yeah, what's that?
If I may, a little more of this excellent brandy.
Now look, is she there, isn't she? I gotta know. Well, why didn't you say so before? Okay, look, I want to leave a message. Tell her to call Paul as soon as she gets in, all right? Now, don't forget. Because if she can't go tonight, I want to take somebody else. Now, you got that? Oh, I can't thank you enough, Margaret. Gee.
Having a little trouble lining yourself up for the evening?
Yeah, how can a great girl like that have such a dud for a roommate? She's always giving me trouble. You think she was Karen's mother or something?
Or maybe her guardian angel.
Oh, not you too, Pip.
Me too what?
Coming down on me about the way I'm living my life.
I wasn't trying to do that, Paul.
Oh, yeah? Well, then what was that crack about Karen's dumb roommate, the guardian angel bit?
Well, from what I've heard, no girl is safe in your path.
Oh, yeah? Heard from who?
You, mainly.
Oh, that's funny, Pip. That's real funny.
Yeah, I kind of like it. You never did explain it to me, you know.
Explain what to you?
This thing about dropping out of college. Why you're doing it?
Because I hate it.
Are you flunking out?
Yeah.
Is that why?
Why what?
Because you're failing, you'd rather drop out than try to turn it around.
Oh, look, Pip, I hate college. I hated high school, but I hate college even more because you don't have to be there. Most of my classes, I haven't been there since February. So I've already dropped out. It's just a matter of making it official now, that's all.
Wow. I really wish you wouldn't drop out, Paul.
Why?
I don't know. Just doesn't seem like a good idea to me. I mean, what are you going to do if you don't go to school?
Get a job.
You going to move out of the house?
No, I told you I wouldn't do that. Not with Mom having a kid and all. Unless Dad makes me.
He wouldn't do that.
Wouldn't he? He already said I couldn't live in the house if I was doing nothing.
Yeah, but you just said you'd get a job.
Yeah, right.
Well, I'm not even going to ask you what the job is. But I'll bet there's something else you haven't thought about.
What's that?
Well, isn't it going to be kind of hard meeting girls? I mean, what with working all day and not going to school?
Now, that's a problem. But don't worry about it, Pip. I'll handle it somehow, okay?
So are you going to be home tonight?
Depends on who I end up taking out.
Where do you stay with them? In their rooms or what?
Now, why are you asking a question like that?
Well, you are sleeping with them, aren't you? The girls you take out? I mean, that's why you don't come home at night, isn't it?
Look, Pip, if you're about to give me some kind of lecture or something, I don't want to hear it, okay?
No, Paul, I'm just asking.
Well, it's kind of a personal question, isn't it?
I don't know. You never tried to hide anything about the way you're living your life?
Well, no, I'm not trying to hide anything, but it's kind of weird, Patty. I mean, your kid's sister asking you questions like this.
I'm 16, Paul. And I'm not dumb, okay?
It's very simple, Lucas. I need money, a great deal of money. I can promise you it will be spent wisely.
For what?
Bribes, transportation, forged passports, relocation. No, I'm not smuggling illegal aliens into your country. I'm putting out of reach victims of political tyranny who will die needlessly, senselessly, unless someone helps them.
And what's your stake in this, Sebastian?
What's my stake? I'm a doctor. I hate wasted life. I remembered your help before, hiding those refugees on your ship. You gave no thought to the danger it put yourself in. I thought you were simpatico. Was I wrong? Or has the fat life changed you?
All you want from me now is money. Is that it?
There are others who will do the job if you will pay the bill.
Well, the government can't know where the money comes from, or Prentice Industries gets kicked out of the country.
There is that risk.
And if I don't fork over, you can let somebody know that I was involved before, and we get kicked out anyway.
I'm not dealing in blackmail. No, what you give, you will give freely. I have, or think I can get, someone to engineer the job.
Who's that?
Jonas. You met him before, maybe.
You were my only contact. You and, little guy, Pico.
Pico. They killed him last year. Also his mother and sister.
So how many people you trying to get out this time?
That depends.
On what?
On what we have to work with. What lines of escape are open. By truck over the mountain, by ship.
No planes.
They'd spot us by radar coming in. We'd never get out. That's not my decision now. The man who engineers this will decide where, when, and how. I've only to grease the wheels, as it were.
With my money.
Look, you have a wife and son. What would you think if they were held prisoners? Tortured, starved? Would you count the pennies? I'm not asking you to take any risks, Lucas. Just give us the means to do the job. You'll sleep better nights, I promise you.
Well, let me think about it.
If you're going to check with your embassy there...
Why would I do that?
Check up on my credentials, my history.
Well, as a U.S. citizen, wouldn't that be wise?
Well, let me save you the trouble. They'll tell you I'm a fairly successful doctor with a fondness for travel, that I am in no way politically involved, that I have no family left living, and that my thirst for brandy takes me to the local cantinas more than is good for me. Oh, yes, there may be a note that some years ago I was friendly with an American named Jonas, who suddenly quit the country, believed dead. That is the extent of any dossier they have on me, if they've ever put one together. But I hope you won't check. All the embassy phones are bugged.
If, and it's a big if, I go along with this thing, I might just want to send one of my own men down there with you to make sure everything is as you say.
If you warn him ahead of time, he may not survive. There are slip-ups.
You don't guarantee anything, do you?
Nothing.
And for that, you want a big chunk of money.
You were there once. You saw what goes on. You now have the power to help. It's up to you.
This doesn't make any sense, Casey, none of it. That suitcase, a couple $100 in her purse. Where in the world was she going?
Or coming from? The police officer said that she was heading back toward town. Oh, Greg, I'm sure there's some logical explanation.
Yeah. I tell you something. None of it matters. You understand? None of it matters. And one thing that's important is that Nikki's okay. Nikki, you gotta be all right. You hear me? You gotta be all right, okay?
Excuse me, Dr. Reed. Your sister, we're taking her for more tests now.
Hi, Mom. How are you?
Oh, fine, honey.
Are you? You seem kind of tired.
No, sweetheart, it's not that.
You're worried about something.
Yes, I am.
The baby.
No, sweetheart. You.
You're worried about me. How come?
Well, you're 16. It's not an easy time in a person's life.
Mom, what are you getting at?
Well, I'm sure there's a lot going on with you that your father and I know nothing about.
What? Mother, I don't know what you're talking about.
Well, I guess what I'm trying to say, darling, is if you have any questions about anything at all, I want you to ask them, and I don't want you to feel embarrassed or intimidated.
Mom, what are you... Oh, wait a minute. Did you overhear Paul and me talking before?
Well, part of it, yes.
And now you're worried about me?
Well, I'm worried about Paul, too, honey.
Oh, he's okay. How much did you hear?
Enough to know that you were asking your brother some pretty difficult questions. Oh, sweetheart, I know the world is a lot different today from from when I was growing up. It's a lot more complicated. Attitudes have changed, and things are a lot less black and white. What you should or shouldn't do, what a girl should or shouldn't do.
Yeah, it's complicated, all right. Everywhere you turn, somebody's telling you something different.
Oh, honey, I just hope...
You hope what?
I would just hate to see you rush into anything.
Rush into anything?
Anything that you're not ready for, that could cause you so much heartache.
Mother, what in the world are you thinking?
Well, I heard you and Paul talking before, and I realized you're growing up. You're 16 now, and well, sweetheart, I know you can't stay my baby forever, but oh, honey, I hope.
Are you wondering if I'm still a virgin? Is that what you're worried about?
Well, as I said, I know the times are different now. Pressures are different. You kids are different. But I still think it's something that every mother wants and hopes for her daughter. That she'll wait.
Mom, quit worrying. There's nothing to worry about. Everything's cool with me, okay?
You're saying...
I'm saying that nothing's happened. And I've got no plans for it to. Does that make you feel better?
Yes, much.
Just relax, okay? About me, I mean. I'm not about to do anything dumb. Now, I've got a ton of homework to do, so I better get at it.
Patty, I meant what I said before. Any time you have any questions, I hope you'll come to me.
Instead of Paul, you mean?
Well, it's just, I'm afraid he might not give you the best answers.
I hear you, Mom.
Well, Catherine, does this look a bit more corporate looking?
Yes. Every inch the chairman of the board.
Then you approve?
Oh, yes. Yes, most definitely.
Well, I hope this Mr. Packard of yours feels the same way. You did phone him?
Yes, he's expected any moment. Now, Derek, about George. He's been a very loyal and trusted employee, for as long as I can remember, and we do want to be very, very diplomatic with him. And I don't want either of us to say or do anything that would threaten his, shall we say, his feelings of security about the company.
Of course not, Catherine.
Oh, that must be him. Darling, I'll get it.
Oh, great. Oh, I don't know, nothing special. I'll just pick you up in a half hour. We'll grab a bite to eat and, well, we'll see what develops, okay? Yeah, me too. Okay, I'll catch you later, Susan. All right. Bye-bye. Oh, where'd you come from?
The living room.
Well, I guess you heard. I won't be home for dinner.
Yeah.
Okay, well, I'm gonna take a quick shower and I'll go pick her up.
Not so fast.
What's the problem?
You're not going anywhere. Not until we've had a little talk. You and I.
About what?
About your younger sister. And what you could be doing to her life.
George, I am so delighted that at long last, the two of you finally going to meet. Darling, George Packard. George, this is my husband, Derek Thurston.
It's a real pleasure, Mr. Thurston.
The pleasure is all mine, I assure you. And please, name is Derek.
Well, thank you. And I'm George.
Well, all right, George. What can I get you to drink?
Oh, not a thing. Never before 6.
Good man.
But don't let me stop the two of you.
George, I haven't had anything to drink in several years.
Well, that's wonderful. I'm real proud of you, Catherine.
Well, I am very proud of myself.
Well, it appears that someone has been a good influence on you.
Yes. Yes, so much of it is because of Derek. Do you realize I have found a kind of happiness that I have never known in my life, and... Well, look, the two of you get acquainted, and I'll bring some hors d'oeuvres.
You know, I must admit it's awfully good to see how happy Catherine is and how well you're treating her.
Oh, she's a fine woman, George. The finest.
Yes, she is. And it looks like she's got herself a pretty good man, too. We were worried about that at one time.
Oh? Why's that?
May I speak frankly?
Yes, please.
When we'd heard that Catherine had remarried a younger man, we were a bit concerned. We were afraid she'd been taken in by some fast-talking playboy type.
And you thought that I...
Well, we didn't know you. Only what we'd heard. That you were a hairdresser. We thought for sure that once you'd got your hooks into Mrs. Chancellor, you'd start to move in on the company, wanting to take over. But I'm glad to say we were wrong about you, Derek. We couldn't have been more wrong. Still go to that Golden Comb salon of yours every day? You know, when your wife called just now, I had the feeling there was something she wanted to discuss with me. Have you any idea what it is?
Yes, George.
What?
Catherine wants you to take me under your wing.
Well, how's that?
She wants you to teach me everything that you know about the business, George. Everything.
You know, I never even knew your last name.
I'm sorry, didn't your secretary present my card?
No, I mean before that. Sebastian Crown. It's not a very Spanish-sounding name.
My father was a citizen of the world. My mother happened to be born in Santo Leandro. It was a great romance.
And yet you never married.
My work, it is not for a married man, believe me. In my business, to love a woman is to disarm oneself. Besides, I'm already vulnerable. This body no longer moves as fast as it once did. Good day, my friend.
How'll I get a hold of you and let you know one way or another?
You'll hear from me. Don't worry.
But why was Sebastian looking for you again? When he knows how you feel about him. And how you feel about your past.
Today.
Stop kidding yourself, Mr. Hughes. Do you honestly believe there's anything that I could say to Barbara to stop her if she really wanted to marry you?
Then, on The Guiding Light.
We got married last night in Las Vegas.
I'm very sorry.
As the world turns, followed by The Guiding Light.
Leslie Straw, Robert Pierpoint, Lee Thornton. The president doesn't make a move.
Sebastian's a man with a cause. He'll use anyone he can.
He used you.
Yeah. But what he was doing, what we were doing together was right. I can't say that it wasn't. It's just that I shouldn't have gotten involved because I wasn't free to. I had a wife and child depending on me. When I threw in with Sebastian, I not only put myself on the line, but them as well. And fool that I was, I didn't even realize what might happen to them. Until it was too late. Well, it's all over now. The sooner it's forgotten, the better.
So you're not going to tell me what you and this man were doing?
No, not now. Maybe not ever.
All these weeks I've been asking you questions about your past. I didn't know I was hurting you, Jonas. I'm so sorry.
Well, now you know, so let's just forget it, huh?
There is a resemblance, isn't there?
Yeah, a little.
More than a little. I must have seemed like a ghost walking in here that night. Would it be easier for you if I were to go away now?
No, of course not.
If looking at me causes you pain?
Chris, I told you before, the past is over. Nobody has a lease on tomorrow. Today is the only thing that counts.
Would you like me to go blonde again? Would that help?
No, you're okay just the way you are.
You loved her very much, didn't you?
Yeah. More than that, I trusted her. There's not many women you can trust.
You said once that men lie to women and women lie right back.
Maria was different.
Do you think that you're a one-woman man? That she was the only one that you can ever care for?
You're still trying to get me to spell out my feelings for you, aren't you?
Maybe now more than ever.
Look, Chris, when Maria and Roberto died, part of me died too, and what's left of me, nobody needs or wants.
I do.
You know, there's another part of you, too. Your past. You still don't have any idea of what kind of commitment you might have made to somebody somewhere. There could be a man someplace waiting, wondering if you're coming back. Maybe you never will go back because maybe you'll never remember, but if you do, you won't have any regrets because we're not going to fill in the intermission.
So you're going to be faithful to a woman who's dead? And I'm to have the same loyalty to someone I'm not sure exists?
It's the only way, Chris. The only honorable way.
Is it, Jonas? Is it really? You said all we have is today. Jonas, if you really meant it, then why don't you prove it?
He wants me to come back. Sebastian wants me to come back.
Maybe I ought to see for myself what's going on down there. If help is needed. Damn it all, why shouldn't I lend a hand?
What are you so serious about?
Who, me?
You going out tonight?
Why?
Just asking.
Well, I'm not.
Something bugging you, Paul?
Bugging me?
Well, yeah, you've been acting kind of weird ever since I walked in.
Yeah, well, I got a lot on my mind.
Oh, let me guess her name. Kathy, Allison, Janice?
Oh, cut it out, will ya?
Or is it Gigi, Marilyn, or Farrah?
Would you stop it?
Paul, what's wrong?
I don't want you getting the wrong idea, all right?
Wrong idea about what?
What do you think?
Have you been talking to Mom?
Seems she's been doing the talking.
About me?
Not exactly.
Well, what then?
Look, Pip, I want to ask you something. It's kind of personal.
What?
Well, what do you think about me? My life? You know what I mean.
Uh-uh.
You know, the girls I go out with, that kind of thing.
What do I think about that?
Yeah, right.
Well, I don't know. It's your life, Paul. I guess you know what you're doing.
How do you feel about it?
Well, how should I feel?
Do you think it's okay?
What, sleeping with all those girls?
Yeah.
Well, I think it's kind of gross myself, but then I'm not you.
So just because I do it doesn't mean it's all right.
Paul, why are we talking about this?
I don't know. It's important, I guess.
Important. Why?
Look, Pip, some of the things I do, they're okay for me, but...
Not for your little sister? You know, Paul, I'm not a kid anymore.
Hey, I didn't say that.
No, but that's what you're thinking, isn't it?
No.
Are you sure, Paul?
I wouldn't be saying this to a little kid, least of all my sister.
Then why don't you just say it? Stop acting like it's some big secret. You don't want me messing around with guys.
All right, I don't want you messing around.
Why not? You do it all the time.
You think you're a real riot, don't you?
No, I think you are.
You were kidding, right?
Look, Paul, you're my favorite brother. And I think you're really neat. But I'm no dummy, and that's what I'd be if I tried to live like you. Besides, I'm only 16. I'm not a kid anymore, but I'm sure not ready for that.
Thank you, Victor. I'll put these in a vase for Nikki.
And Casey, tell her that I wish her a speedy recovery, okay?
I will. Forgive me, Laurie Brooks, this is Victor Newman.
Mr. Newman, we've got to stop meeting like this.
Miss Brooks and I virtually ran into each other. I mean, literally, just as she was arriving. Are you Laurie Brooks, the writer?
One and the same.
That is a pleasure. I know your work. You're very, very good.
Well, I'm glad you think so.
Listen, I have other patients to see, and if you'll excuse me,
I'll be in touch.